Hey, double hey, San Francisco Bay, Monterey, or wherever you may be today. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to Office Talk. Don't forget, Perceptive Power, AAA Neutral, the book, aaaneutral.com, Awareness, Accountability, and Action. Today, I wanted to touch on something that we talk about all the time on Office Talk, but this thing kind of hit me, being that I really kind of like the math and science stuff. And you know how we talk about creating your own reality and creating who you are by how you think and what you believe and all that airy-fairy stuff, right? Well, it seems that science has actually put more power behind it. Basically, what the synopsis of these three experiments they did were that human emotion physically shapes our reality. And think about that. If human emotion shapes our reality, doesn't that mean that how we think, how we feel, and how we react to things create our life as it is and actually shape it? To me, it makes sense because what you believe, you think about, and what you think about, you act on, and what you act on creates your reality. However, what they found, the first experiment of human DNA was isolated in a sealed container and placed near the test subjects. The scientists gave the donors emotional stimulus, and fascinatingly enough, the emotions affected their DNA in the other room. So there was actually a connection to the DNA once they were separated. In the presence of negative emotions, the DNA tightened. In the presence of positive emotions, the coils of the DNA relaxed. Human emotion produces effects which defy conventional laws of physics. In a second related experiment, they tried to extract leukocytes, which are white blood cells, from the donors and place them into chambers so they could measure the electrical changes. In this experiment, the donor was placed in one room and subject to emotional stimulation consisting of video clips, which generated different emotions in the donor. The DNA was placed in a different room. The leukocytes were placed in a different room in the same building. Both the donor and his leukocytes were monitored, and the donor exhibited emotional peaks and valleys measured by electrical responses the same as the leukocytes, the identical response at the exact same time. And there was no lag time to this. This is what I call spirit. We think that the fastest physical thing we know, which probably is the speed of light, but the speed of thought is faster than the speed of light, and the speed of spirit is faster than the speed of thought. This was when I had my epiphany at age 13 that I had a deja vu, and I said to myself, wait a minute, I know about infinity. If I've been here before and I'm here now, then I've always been here. And that, in its essence, was the aspect of knowing that if I'm connected to my spirit and my thought process travels at a faster speed than light, then technically I'm truly connected to spirit when I'm having a deja vu, because I'm seeing things as they happen as a memory, meaning I'm experiencing it before it happens in real life. They tried to do this even at distances, and they got up to 50 miles, and they stopped doing it. But even at 50 miles, it still happened at the exact same time, the same type of reaction. The third experiment proved something pretty shocking. Scientists observed the effect of DNA in our physical world. What they did was they took light photons, which make up the world around us, and they observed them in a vacuum. The natural locations were just completely random. When human DNA was inserted into the vacuum, shockingly, the photons were no longer acting random. They precisely followed the geometry of the DNA. Scientists who study this describe the photons behaving surprisingly and counterintuitively. They went on to say, we are forced to accept the possibility of some new field of energy. Spirit, maybe? They concluded that human DNA literally shapes the behavior of light photons and make up the world around us. They came to the stunning realization that if our emotions affect our DNA, and our DNA shapes the world around us, then our emotions physically change the world around us. And not just that, we are connected to our DNA beyond space and time. Obviously, if we're 50 miles away and our DNA reacts at the same time that we do. We create our reality by choosing it with our feelings. Think about this. How you feel, how you think, what you feel like creates your reality. We see this every day. Look at certain groups or individuals, if you will, and how they live their lives and what their lives are surrounded with. My guess is if somebody's always having problems and not being able to get by in life, that their emotional aspect is probably depressed, maybe sad, maybe angry. But now we have some scientific proof that I'm sure we need to expand on, but it's telling us, here's how it works. Understand yourself, find the peace within yourself, and realize that your emotions, your energy, what I call frequency level, affects everything around your life. Vibrate at the highest frequency. Take that awareness, accountability, and action, that AAA. Move your normal's overall average experience, your neutral experience to a higher level, and create the environment around you. It works. It's a beautiful thing, too, to witness. Thank you for joining me for Office Talk. Again, don't forget, Perceptive Power, aaneutral.com. We're just about ready to release the audio version, which is a heck of a lot more fun, believe me. Thanks again. I love you all. Bye-bye.